I must have been 9, I suppose, because I was born in 1929. And I remember standing in my granny's kitchen and hearing the Prime Minister then saying, "We are at war with Germany," which didn't mean a terrific amount to me at that time. But as time went on, we learnt more about it in school, and we had a lot of evacuees brought down from London there. And I do remember them being brought there to the school, and the dear children were lined up, and then the people around who could take them sort of chose a child. And when you think back on that, it does seem very hard. And some of the dear children were in, well, not rags and tatters, but very poor, each with their gas masks, and they had their names attached to them. And one family that were brought, it was two sisters and a brother. I know there were 3 children anyhow. And when the children came to breakfast next day, of course they had tea or milk dropped in up front of them. It was on a farm. And they looked at it and they said, "Oh, we don't drink milk for breakfast, we always have beer." And the family was quite a religious family, really. They were horrified, but the children didn't ever get beer there. Soldiers, a convoy of them had gone through Peace Village, and it was in the school playtime. And when they said, "Oh, the soldiers are going," we rushed down and were leaning over the wall, and they were throwing us sweets and chocolates and things that we didn't see anything of, because although sweets were on rations, there wasn't a great variety of them. So we did enjoy that. And then another time, a group of British ones came through and stopped in the village and asked if the villagers would boil up the water for them to have the cuppa. Well, most of the villagers then sort of raided the bun tin and took out little bits of homemade cakes, etc. Because in those days, everybody did most of their own baking. I started work when I was 14, and I went to work in the photographers. 43, when I started, the war was still on, so there were a lot of troops that used to come in to have their photograph done, and also the ladies used to have them done for husbands and brothers and sons to send photographs to. There was a big camp of soldiers at Nine Maidens, which is on the outskirts of Four Lanes. But then they just disappeared overnight. And then we heard about the D-Day landings, which went from Treba, so we assumed that was where the soldiers went from.